The 2017 Telstra Victorian Corporate and Private Award winner is Gemma Fordham.
Okay, my goodness, okay. I just said to my husband, I was like, babe, the women in this category are amazing. First of all, obviously, like most women here this evening, I'd like to thank Telstra. I know we've been talking about 23 years of doing this, but that is really quite remarkable. There are not many companies that are celebrating women quite like you do, so thank you. I must thank the wonderful women in my category, Emily, Kelly, Kristen and Natasha. I haven't had a chance to talk to all of you this evening, but my goodness, I'm a huge believer, like most people in this room, of women championing other women, so it is a great honour to be in your company. It seems kind of ridiculous, I've got to be honest, for me to be the recipient of this award, because there have been women standing up here this evening that are literally saving lives, and I work in radio. I do love what I do, but I'd like to think radio is still very important. We're in the business of telling stories, and we're in the business of connecting people. So I run the Hit Radio Network. We have 43 radio stations nationally. Here in Melbourne we have Fox, which I'm sure you all listen to. And it may seem like, as I said, quite trivial, but I genuinely love what I do. We put a phenomenal amount of live radio to air across the country every single day, and we entertain millions of Australians every single day across radio, digital and social and through our events. I'm extremely lucky and proud to work with a wonderful group of talent from Carrie Bickmore, Fifi Box, Fev, Emma Rusciano, Hamish and Andy, the list goes on and on. But in short, I really believe I'm fortunate to work with the most talented and incredible bunch of people in the country, not just on the air, but also off the air. To bring those shows to Australia every day takes a lot of people, and I'm very grateful for those all around me that essentially make me look good. It is true, as Ellen said, that at 14 I was the receptionist of a radio station in Sydney called Today FM, and 20 years later I'm the head of content, and I'm the first female to hold this role in commercial radio in Australia. I am extremely proud. Thank you. I am extremely proud of that. However, I also think it's slightly appalling, and I hope I am the first of many to come. However, I must thank my CEO, Grant Blackley, who broke the mould and believed in me regardless of my age or my gender, or the fact that when I interviewed with him, I was actually 8 months pregnant, and I didn't tell him that when he asked to meet with me. I turned up to the interview and I was like, yes, sorry about this. But it didn't dissuade him, thank God. So thank you, Grant, and I sincerely mean that. And to all the other wonderful men that are in this room, and not just in this room, but that champion women in the workplace, our deepest thanks. 20 seconds, okay. I also must particularly thank two people that I work with, Guy Dobson and Mike Fitzpatrick. They're not here this evening, but they're far greater programmers than I am, and their support and brilliance has been absolutely instrumental to me, and I love both of them for that, so thank you. My husband, it is chaos at all times in our household. We have 2 boys under 4. We both juggle executive jobs, we both travel, and I'm just about to start my MBA. So as you can imagine, I have a husband who is extremely patient, and his support has been unwavering. So he's largely the reason why I'm up here this evening. Lastly, we have a saying in my team, and it does involve a swear word, so I apologise in advance, it's not very corporate, but we have a saying which is do epic shit. And I think this room is filled with women who are doing epic shit, and that is deeply inspiring, so thank you.